Hi everybody, welcome to Petra's Happy Place. Today, well first of all, let me welcome all of you. Okay, I know I have been MIA from this crochet channel for a long time, and there's just a lot going on in people's lives. I don't have to go into detail, right? But so welcome back if you're returning. This video, I would like to talk about all the things that I have been working on or I have worked on in the last, I'm just going to say 2 weeks, okay? So there's been quite a bit going on. So as far as finished objects go, I went to Michael's, and they were having a sale on their latte cakes, or they're selling all their yarn anyway. But so I made another campfire cardie, or whatever you want to call it, hexie cardie, and I added some at the bottom, and I added some ribbing around the edges, and I did not add anything around. I wanted the things to hang loose. Now I could have made it a little bit smaller and then added more ribbing if I wanted to, but I really like the way this turned out. I used a little over 2 cakes of it. I have about 2/3 to 3/4 of a cake left, so that'll give you an idea of how much. Now I'm a bigger girl. I'm a big mama, so this is probably a size 2X. So anyway, yeah, and it comes down to my hips. That's the only thing that I have actually finished completely and sewn in, done. Some other things that I have been working on. Now this one I have put in here. I'm all done as far as crocheting the actual pieces, but I just need to sew them together, okay? So this is the, let me turn it around. This is the front panel, okay? So you can see I need to sew in the ends too. And then the back panel is exactly the same. Well, no, it's not. I lied. It doesn't have the arms, and I didn't. So this is coming together straight across the top, okay? But this is the back, and it doesn't have the bobbles here in the middle. So I just have to sew these together. And let me see if I kept the little tags in here. This is Cloudborn Pima Cotton in the colorways lavender and, let me see if this is the other one. And dark purple. Lavender and dark purple. Pima Cotton. That's what this is made out of. Okay, so again, here's the back panel, and the front panel. So this will be done not too long, whenever I get around. I have a way of doing things. What I do is I crochet everything, then I put everything together. So that one is my purple summer top. Okay, now that's Pima Cotton. And then I had when I went down to Florida for my vacation, one moment. So anyway, when I was on my trip to Florida, I picked up some yarn. It is the Cascade Yarns Heritage, and it is fingering weight, superwash merino and nylon, 75/25. And I bought the Riviera, I think it's HEA standing for Heather, I'm not sure, but it's this blue color. But the majority of the body is going to be this color, which is tan. It's pretty much tan. So I have, what I'm doing here is, this is the back panel, and it's very wonky on that side. Very wonky. I hate it, but I decided it's going to be on the back side. I did too many, I did an increase here when I shouldn't have. But this is the body. This ribbed looking, the back loop only, is going to be on the bottom. And then this other pattern here is going to be coming up to here. And I didn't cut it off, but you know, I fastened off. And instead of going ahead and finishing up the body, the front panel, I've decided to go ahead and work this part of the body in the tan. And I already have my foundation half double crochet that I need in the width that I need, and I'm going to work it all the way up to the same point, and then I will go ahead and put the blue on for each, the front and the back. And it's going to be a summer tank type top, and I don't know, I haven't decided. I mean, this is really wide in the back. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to have sleeves or I'm just going to make it straight across and have it, you know, just sew it up at the shoulders. I haven't decided. So that's kind of like why I'm waiting to determine what I want to do with this. So this is another whip that I have. Okay. So let me put all this together. One of these days I want to do not a tour, but a guide to how I am actually doing my yarn room and my crafts now, because I have switched it up from the last years. Yeah, I'll talk about that in another video. It's almost noon and I'm still drinking my coffee. That's okay. That's all right. Okay, so another project I have actually been working on a lot, only because it's very time consuming, is a friend from work really liked this campfire, well, actually the purple one that I made, and she kept commenting on it, and so I found some yarn that I know she would love, and it was this colorway. It was the latte cakes in the coconut cream. Yeah. And I know she loved the colors. So I got the color. I got 3 of them. Another girl in my crochet group, another lady, had these. And so she had me purchase them off from her. And I was going to start making her a campfire cardie, and when I took it into her, she goes, I love the colors, I love them, but not to wear. So I said, well, I just got these, what do you want to do? She says, those are the colors of my living room. So I decided to go ahead and make a blanket, or not a blanket, a throw for her living room. And this is how far I've gotten so far. I have not been using a stitch marker for this project, but I'm doing the crunch stitch, and yeah, you can see it right there in that lighter color, the crunch stitch, but this is how wide it is. This is the first cake. I have 3 cakes, and I only have, oh, come on, this much left. It's not a whole lot. So I think I'm going to, whenever they have a sale or something, I'm going to go ahead and purchase another cake of this just to make sure I've got plenty of yarn. I hate to get to a certain point and then it be lacking, and I think, I should have gotten it, and then there's nowhere to be found. So I'm going to have to go get myself another one of these cakes, and that's going to be okay. So that's another work in progress. I've got a lot. Now, this project here, I started a while back, and it started off, this is the one I wanted to do, the graceful. And you can't really see it from the front. It just looks like a plain tank. But it has this design on the side that got my attention, and you can hardly see it in the picture, but it's this like a cable design, and it's very hard to tell in the picture, and I apologize. Hopefully I'll get this color printer hooked up and I'll be able to do it better. But anyway, this is how far I've gotten so far. And it's this design on both sides. A pretty little cable. And it's going to be, just sewn. It's just 2 panels. But it just takes a long time with fingering weight, and it's going to be real boxy. Even for me, it's going to be very boxy. But I believe I have enough yarn, and we're going to just do it. I'm not going to take all this out. But this is fun, but just doing the half double crochet is just so time consuming. So it's going to be a while. I do want to get it done before the end of summer, though, because I do want to wear it. So that's one I have. And that is also, let me tell you the name of the fiber. Hold on. Or the company. Oh, this is one of those knit crate. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're not going to be able to find that one. But it's Superwash Merino and Tencel 50/50, and it's Vitalana. But you know what? You could probably find the wool Tencel blend at a local yarn store. I've seen it before. In fact, I have some that I bought at a store before. And so that's another whip. And then the last crocheted whip is this. Oh, I forgot to put that back in here. My aunt has commissioned me to do a American flag throw. So I have to make a little bit of room because I'm all done except for the stars. Now, it's too big to even hold up, but I got all the ends woven in and everything, and here it is. It's so big. This is coming across on my monitor as an orange. It is a bright Christmas red. It is red as red can be. And this is, I love the color that it's showing up there. It's a dark navy. So I figured out how to place the stars, and it's just a matter of laying it out, placing the stars, and figuring out how I'm going to make the stars. If I'm going to top stitch, if I'm just going to, I haven't decided yet. if I'm just going to embroider them on. Well, they'll be on the front and back, but I haven't decided that yet. And I just saw I've got two ends, two ends to sew in, but that was on the very last row at the very top. So anyway, that is the last project there. Now, did anybody catch what I said about that was my last crochet project? When I was down in Florida, I'm going to show you what my girlfriend showed me. Guys, look at that. Petra's knitting. I was never going to knit, but I am knitting. Well, put it this way, I'm just working this sample, and I just want to work on it to practice my tension. I don't want to start a project yet. I want to make something, obviously, but I want to make a sweater. But I don't want to make a sweater until I really am comfortable in knowing that I can, because I can't do it. I have to watch what I'm doing and everything. And I'm getting mixed stories on how to do the ends, and I don't want to start a big project until I'm comfortable. But I did this row, or this stitch, I guess it's called the stockinette stitch. And then I did this 2x2 rib. And then my girlfriend said, okay, try seed stitch. I said, what is that? And she showed me a picture in the book of the chart. And so I did the seed stitch right here. And now I wanted to, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out how to do like, to make like a pattern, like how can I do like, if I wanted to make a diamond shape, you know what I mean? How would I do that? So I might have to get some graph paper out and figure out how to do it. It's different. I feel a little bit more comfortable knitting now that I've done a little bit of Tunisian, because I understand the where the yarn goes and how to place the yarn. But I still am very wary. I want to make it even. My girlfriend says, you're doing really good. And I took it to crochet class last night, and they said, oh, that's really good. But I'm too much of a perfectionist. And since I already have 2 summer tops on the hook, I'm wary about doing this too in a top. My girlfriend said, just make a scarf. And I'm like, I don't wear scarves. I don't, not like this. I don't want to wear a scarf like this. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So anyway, but I wanted to show you guys I've been working on crochet and knitting. Yeah, so now I can do crochet, Tunisian, and knitting. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how we're going to manage all that, but I'm doing it. So anyway, that's all I've got to say on the matter of what I've been working on the last couple weeks. Yeah, I finished this, though, about a couple days before I left for Florida. So I did get this done. Maybe I should say this is what I've been working on the last 3 or 4 weeks. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And until I see you again, not same time, but same channel. We'll talk to you later. Bye.